So we don't need that. What's up, y'all? I'm hoping my mic is working this time. I told y'all I'll be cooking today, so this is my live. So I hope the mic is working. If you are in the chat, give me a thumbs up if my microphone is working. So last time this didn't turn out so well when I was doing the leads and stuff like that. So we about to get started. I got everything out here. Um, I have to about to get everything on and popping. But the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna light my fire. Get all my stuff out here. I got my pork butts in my container sitting in the snow to kind of keep them cold. All right, we got my charcoals going. I pulled some of the excess from out there from last time I cooked, and because it's wet out here, I don't want to plug anything in. Got my little wireless battery pack. This thing comes in handy, comes in the clutch. So if anybody out there want to sponsor with a wireless battery charger or a generator, shoot, holla at your boy. But but yeah, this would be cool. Um, we got. I'm gonna bring all the stuff out here. Got my gloves, and here's all my probes and needles and all that kind of stuff that I plug into the meat to check the temperature. I might not even use them today. Pulled pork is easy. Pulled pork is easy. And don't get mixed up. If y'all got some Eagles questions, we can do that too. Let me see. Good morning. Good morning. Listen. Uh-oh. Hold on. Something going on. Oh, I don't know what that was. Always something, ain't it? Always something. So that's a car parked across the street. I don't know whose car that is. So, but hold on for a second. Uh, I don't know what's going on with that. Hold on for a second. Uh, Babe, that's that car across the street. I don't know what that is. That red car parked across the street. Okay. All right. Lady across the street. So she'll hear it eventually. Well, it's always something, man. You just have a quiet attitude. Y'all might not even be able to hear it with this microphone because this microphone is very local. So I hope you don't. But all right, let's see. Who's in the chat? Let me see. Appreciate you. Good morning. Good morning. We outside with it. Absolutely, Ian. Uh, Probably them same kids. That egg Patulo's out. Yeah, she just got it. I think it's my next door neighbor that we look after. Her caretaker's over there. I think she may have hit the key or something like that. So, uh, Chris, you never seen snow on the ground? I need to send you a couple pictures. You can see over here, like the big branches from the trees fell down. So I got to clean that up. I got like a little mini chainsaw. I got to get that out and take care of that. But right now, got the fire going. Gonna heat them up. I could just bought a new bag of lump charcoal, but I might not even use it. I got enough regular briquettes to work. I got some. Let me see here. We got. Got me some grill cleaner. So I'm gonna clean that off real quick, and then of course got me some hickory chunks. I'm gonna smoke because I'm doing like almost like a sweet brown sugar um, rub on the pork butts. Hickory is always good. Any fruit wood, apple wood with pork belly is phenomenal. Um, but if I'm doing like brisket and stuff like that, you can't go wrong with hickory or oak. Those are the best ones. I like oak actually better than hickory, but I already bought this, so I mean, when you cook the barbecue right, ain't no wrong answers. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, we'll keep it moving. I'm gonna keep checking the chat because obviously, if I'm moving around, I can't see. If you got any questions, hit me up in the chat. I'll see it. Applewood is fire in for sure. Hickory, hands down, is the best for chicken. Period. Hickory is phenomenal. Like if you cooking some chicken wings on the grill, close the grill up, wrap you up a piece of like hickory chips or something like that, and some aluminum foil. Poke holes in it and just put them right on the coals and let that smoke. That won't even do a lot of smoke, but you don't need a lot of smoke with hickory because hickory is such a strong flavor, but it's good. But yeah, applewood and pulled pork. Applewood, I've used applewood, cherry wood. I've used apple and cherry mixed. Um, it's hard to, like I said, fruit wood, pecan. Pecan is considered a fruit wood. Um, any type of fruit wood on pork, on ribs, that's a hands down winner. Hands down winner. So, all right, my fire's going. Let's get this cleaned up a little bit. I'm gonna get my thing hooked up real quick. Let's see what I just do with it. Yep. So I bought this. My wife bought me this Masterbuilt a couple years ago, and the reason why I like this is because it lets me control the temperature through an app on the phone, which I can't use right now because I'm talking to y'all, but I don't need it. So, but what I did, I bought like a little extension that plugs in the bottom of it, and I got this solar battery pack. So we're gonna plug this bad boy in, and that way you don't have to get in there. That way you don't have to, because usually I'll bring a plug. I don't have a power outlet in the back, so I got to run it all the way from the front of the garage. And I got a cord long enough, but right now my Christmas lights is plugged in, so I can't even do that. So we going back with Old Faithful. You heard that? Let me try to lock this in so it won't fall out. This thing comes in the clutch, man. I'm telling you, power go out, and you got to charge your batteries or keep a laptop or an iPad on for a little bit longer. Um, this thing is phenomenal. There we go. So it's plugged in. I leave the flaps open because it's bright outside. And we're gonna get rid of some of this stuff. And what I usually do is normally when it's warm out, I would do a thorough cleaning of the grill. So I'm just gonna clean it real good, scrub it real good. And then when the charcoal gets up to temp, I just close it, run it up to about 400 degrees, burns off anything, drop the temperature down to my cook temperature, put the pork butts in. I'm gonna cook the pork butts at like between 250, 275, probably 275 so I can get it fast cooked because I don't want to be out here all day. So um let me see. Any questions? Any questions? Yes, I have tried cherry wood. We were just talking about that. Cherry wood is one of my favorites. Absolutely. Um, cholesterol is rising. Not necessarily when you're cooking barbecue, because the one thing about barbecue, especially when you smoking and you smoke it long, um, you rendering out all of the fat. So sometimes, that protein level is high, and that's the big thing about barbecue. You render off all of the fat, and that fat tenderizes and flavors the meat. So not so much on the cholesterol, but I understand you. So, and there you see, we'll see. There we go. I'm gonna show y'all Old Faithful is over here. This is the one I built. I actually built this with some guys on my job. I work with car guys. So a friend of mine he had a whole full kitted out garage, auto garage with the lifts and all of that kind of stuff. And one of my friends at work, uh, this was a air compressor tank that had got damaged in a storm, and he gave me the tank. This is the this is an exhaust from a '69 Camaro. This is what happens when you work with car guys. And I should have built the firebox bigger, but this was the first one that I built. I designed it, I built it. So I don't use it as much because I got that one. And the thing about this thing cooks some phenomenal barbecue. Got two layers on it. But the one thing I like about the other one is this one, you gotta control the fire. And as much as I like barbecue, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to keep running out at 1 and 2 in the morning, adding splits of wood and all of that type of stuff. Now I was doing it when I was doing it, but that's the hard part of barbecue, because I know I've done a 17-hour brisket when I brought like a 23-pound brisket and cooked it. Like, you got to cook that low and slow. So, and the one thing I learned about barbecue, it's done when it's done. You ain't rushing nothing. So just take all of this nastiness off I'm gonna cook the butts up here. And I'm probably gonna put a pan underneath to catch any drippings and all that stuff. But you know what? Maybe I will do slow and low, but do it on the bottom. I don't know. Hope this ain't too loud for you. So once I get all of the big pieces off, that all falls in the thing I can pull out later, dump it in the trash. So once we get all of that off, it's getting there. Got one of these joints. Just another scrubber, like a big ass Brillo pad. And this is all natural stuff. Citrus, lemon juice, and all that kind of stuff. Lemon juice and onions. Best stuff for cleaning the grill. And of course, speaking from experience, when you're doing any type of barbecue, working on the grill, anything like that, always wear black. So, because if you wear something bright colored, it will be spotted. And get some stuff on my hands, but check this out, Chris. Snow everywhere, bro. You ain't used to seeing snow. I'm not used to people not seeing snow. So, all right. So, I'm just waiting on my clothes to get warm. In the meantime, now we're gonna get down to business. So let's move you over here, get you out the way. All right. So let's take you over here. And what we're gonna do, what I'd like to do, so I can leave the kitchen open. Set up me a little table out here. My grandson bought me these last year. Look at this. Just a little container. I can keep everything in here. Already got the pork butts in there. Put some paper towels in there to soak up all the moisture. Got my blade. So I'm gonna score it. Ain't really much you need to do. Get all of this off. Yep. Nice and dried up a little bit. There we go. Pork butts. 2 pork shoulders, bone in pork shoulders. You always want the bone in. Throw those away. So, and again, great thing about having snow on the ground. You can kind of wash your hands off. I'm about to put some gloves on. So, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna score the top of those pork butts, like right here. See, I'm just gonna put a cross pattern on the top. That's it. You ain't even gotta go too deep. Then I'm gonna season them. Put some salt and pepper on first. Now this is something I just started doing because pork, when you think of pork, you think of bacon, and bacon is salty, but this doesn't have a lot of salt to it. So you got to put some salt on it or it'll taste bland. And then you put the whatever other seasonings you're gonna use on top of that. But in any case, I hope the Eagles are practicing today. What you got? Ah, Roland, man. I appreciate that super chat, man. What's going on with you? I appreciate that, man. Barbecue is a sport, is what I like to say. What's up? Who's that? Oh, people just saying what's up to you. Robbie Dankworth, what's up? What up with you? Told you I was gonna be cooking today. I don't play with my barbecue, man. Cartoons or barbecue, bro. I'll get on the tangent all damn day. But I appreciate that super chat, brother. Appreciate that. So this all we're gonna do. So this all I got. So, and I don't even have I got about little less than half of it. But putting something sweet on it, brown sugar, and then I'm gonna top it off with let me see, where'd my other one go? This right here, this cherry cola. You put these on some ribs with a little heat to it, so you have some sweet heat. Man, listen, this stuff smells like cotton candy. It smells like cherry soda, but the first time I opened it, the first thing I thought of was cotton candy, and it smells phenomenal. But it tastes even better when, especially on ribs. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the pork, but I want the brown sugar to overpower this. So it's gonna be a little bit of this, a lot of this, and then a layer of salt and pepper. So, you know what? Let me score it for us. Got the blade. This is all we doing. Keeping it simple. The good thing about these, like these containers, watch this. That's dope. This container, cutting board. My grandson got me these a couple Christmases ago. Love it. We're gonna score this up. That's all we gotta do. Like I said, pork belly is easy. If you want to start doing barbecue, start with a pork belly. Hard to mess up. Even if you overcook it, it's hard to mess up. So that's it. That's all you got to do to it. I'm gonna lift this back up. My salt and pepper. This is salt and pepper and a little bit of onion powder. 50-50. 50 salt, 50 pepper, just a smidge, like a half a teaspoon of onion powder. That's all you need. That's it. Because I'm gonna really take off with the brown sugar and stuff. So most of the time when I cook ribs, brisket, especially brisket, because my brisket is phenomenal. Don't get me started on my brisket. I'll brag on that. But I've tried rubs and different recipes, and they're all good. But for me, The best thing you can do on a brisket or on any meat, straight up, plain old salt and pepper with a little bit of garlic powder. That's it. Salt and pepper does everything. You ain't got to go overboard with nothing. Good old S&P. See, and I'm gonna add a little bit of this sweetness. You always want to put the salt as a base, so it'll kind of cure it. Let me see. Open this. There we go. I'm gonna do a little bit of this, a little of this, a little of that. I can smell the sugar though, because this is gonna be dark when it cooks. Because I got so much sugar in this rub, it's gonna be dark, very dark. But it's gonna be a good color. Good color. So what y'all think about the game this week? I know people feel a little bit better after seeing that performance, seeing what Jalen did and all that kind of stuff. That's the way we should be playing. Like, to me, that game was conservative, but not that conservative. We took our chances. And for the most part, that's what we've been doing all year with the games we won. We weren't just throwing the ball all over the field. We were picking our spots. We were throwing it. We done thrown deep balls almost every game. And when they hit big. And when they don't, those are the games where we find ourselves in trouble. Not to mention the turnovers and all of that other kind of stuff. Um, appreciate that, man. When did I start grilling? Did you learn from your pops? My dad used to grill. My uncle used to grill. But honestly, I didn't get. I could always grill something. You know what I mean? Throw ribs on, chicken on the grill, hamburgers and stuff like that. I always knew how to do that. One of my earliest memories was being like 6, 7 years old, and my mom let me go in the kitchen and scramble my own eggs. Nothing crazy, but I could cook my own food for a while. When I really started getting into grilling, to smoking and barbecue, um, I don't know, I want to say about 7, 8 years ago. I love Food Network, and I always watched Food Network. I watched Food Network before it was the Food Network. Um, Before it blew up, is what I'm saying. But I used to always like the barbecue shows. Just fell in love with them. I would watch them on repeat. I watched every episode. Myron Mixon and Melissa Cookson and all of them. I used to religiously. I used to watch them, and my wife would get tired of me talking about it. My mom, I would. What's Marcus doing? He watching Food Network, Barbecue Showdown, or Pitmasters, all of that type of stuff. And my mom, being the QVC queen that she is, for Christmas one year, she bought me like a little electric Masterbuilt electric smoker. Like, looked like a little fridge with 3 racks in it. It's got the heating element. And when she bought me that, it was a wrap. After I was trying to stuff everything I could in that thing, and I used that thing for about a year and a half. Like, everything I was cooking in it, chicken. I would do ribs. I was learning how to do brisket. The first time I did a brisket, it came out like a hockey puck because I didn't know what I was doing. Then I had to jump on the internet and really watch some people. Um, and then that's when I realized like I had to upgrade. And that's when I started designing that and had that built. And that's when I took it to the next level. And then I was doing like 2 briskets. And at the time I was working for Apple. One time Apple paid me. Apple Store paid me. I was working. They gave me the day off, but paid me for that day. They bought me 6 12-pound pork shoulders, 6 of them, 12-pound butts. And I smoked them and brought them in for the whole store, for the whole day. It was going in close to the holidays. It was a big rush. It was going to be a lot of people working. And a lot of times they'll buy food for us. Apple took care of us, man. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Apple. Um, but they let me cook, and I brought in this big thing of pulled pork, bought buns and all this kind of stuff. Um, when I used to cook barbecue, when I used to cook ribs, when I was working at the Apple store, there would be people that would come to the store because they found out I was cooking ribs, and they wasn't even scheduled to work. They would come in the break room. They were off just to get some ribs, and then they would leave. So my reputation was high at the Apple store. So, all right, we're gonna hit them up with this hickory. See, it don't take much. I ain't even got much in here. You see I'm getting to the bottoms. This color gonna be crazy. This gonna be crazy dark, like a darkish red. Get them in them little crevices right there. So I'm saying, man, it don't take much, man. Barbecue is a sport, bro. Barbecue is a sport. I keep telling myself one of these days I'm gonna go down and just tailgate, talk to people. But I'm a homebody, man. People ask me that, how come you don't go to the games and can you get tickets? I probably could, but honestly, I like being at home. I like being at home chilling, doing my little halftime reports, all that kind of stuff. I like being at home chilling, comfortable in my own environment. How that look? How we looking? Looking good? Yeah? Digging that? Y'all messing around. I might have to start this barbecue channel. Y'all keep bull jiving. People ask me that before I started doing the Eagle stuff. I had a whole barbecue channel fleshed out. And the only reason I didn't do it was because I didn't have time. Because even when I'm doing this stuff, it's just me. And when you see them videos of people filming like the cooking channels and stuff on YouTube, there's always somebody behind the camera filming and all of that kind of stuff. And this shit is hard to do. No, let me take that back. It's not hard to do, but it takes a lot to set it up. And what happens now if I want to move the camera and get a different angle, but I got pork meat and all of this shit on my hands. So now something that should take you less than 30 seconds might take you 5 minutes. And then a shoot, you might have, I don't know, 40 minutes worth of content you want to talk about, but it might take you 3-4 hours to do it. So that's why I didn't do it, because it was always just me. But in time, maybe I'll do it again when I get more comfortable with this. Let me see who in the chat. Birds and barbecue, absolutely. Absolutely. I see you in there, Tiff. I see you, Q. I see you more. That's my man from Kentucky. Yeah, I hear yeah, Eric, you got to have seasoning, man. But I've learned very quickly you don't have to go overboard with the seasoning. Just get what works and roll with it. I'm rolling this around and trying to get every little piece that I can get. The fat cap is good. And I think we're good to go. So take all these off. Good to go. Throw these away. And I think my coals are done. So. All right, I'm gonna try something different a little bit. I usually put my wood chunks in here. I'm gonna put them in the coal basket this time. What happened? I don't know what just happened. Come on back over here. I lost you for a minute. I ain't even see that happen. My bad. It sounds like I need an intern from Temple or somewhere. Yeah, I got this. I got the gimbal and I got the little apparatus that follows you around, so that helps. So I don't know what happened. I think the camera when I got too close, I think the camera just lost me. So I don't know what happened. All right, so take out my biggest chunks, put them in there. So get some good smoke. Most of these are like little chunks, which I can throw in the chimney. But if I got one more big one, I think I got one more big one. Yeah, that'll work. So put that right there. And then this is what you do. So I got that. Whew. Dump that in there. Take these out. Whew. Get that out of there. Get that on. Now we need to turn it on. And see, temperature. And I'm gonna turn this up to about, I can barely see this because it's so bright out here. Turn that up, close this, get that joker up to temp. Yeah, there we go, get in there. There we go. I don't know if you can hear the fan going. So, and that's it. Let me cover my stuff back up until we're ready to put it on. And I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. We in. So I'm gonna wait till this. I'm gonna let this get up to what I got, like 375 for a couple minutes. Let it get up to temp. Drop it back down, and this thing can go probably. This thing could go almost 24 hours on that battery pack. So, but so yeah, we good to go. Why is it the day I come out and I want to record outside, every freaking siren, car alarm seems to want to go off today? Murphy and his laws, man. We got a nice day today. It's about 40 something degrees. So we are good to go. Oh Lord, this is another update on my Apple Watch. I think I need a new Apple Watch. So I made good time too, 11:30. Like I said, I'm gonna probably cook this. It's considered to be hot and fast, so I'm gonna probably cook it at like 260, usually 250, between 250 and 275. And it should be done about, I don't know, 6-7 hours. So I should be done tonight around 8 o'clock. That'll give me plenty of time to pull it out, let it rest, shred it up, got it in the pan. Maybe I'll stick it in the oven to keep it warm overnight, and then I'll be out up to the spot. I told them I would come early because I'm on vacation, so I told them I would come early, help them set up for the party. The party starts at lunch, noon, and then so I'm gonna get up there early, help everybody set up, and that's what I do, man. Love cooking. Love cooking. This is the me time that people talk about all the time. Like I love my wife thinks it's a hassle if I have to go in and outside, but I love doing this. So it's not work, or it's not, you know, I love doing it. So almost as much of the Eagles. Almost. So my brother-in-law, I usually call my twin sister with stuff. I called her the other day. I made that crispy pork, and it came out perfect. And I made a video of me taking a bite out of the crispy pork and crunching on the skin. And he sent me a message back like, "Man, why you do me like that?" I'm definitely gonna do a video on crispy pork. Absolutely love it. Love it. It took me a while to get that crispy skin right, but I finally figured it out. So, so yeah, man. All right. So now, all right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this. I got one thing of charcoals in there, and this, because this is gravity fed. This is a chimney, so I'm gonna fill this up, and it burns down. So because I'm not burning super hot, I'm gonna go about 260. I should be able to do one fill of the chimney. Won't even use all of it up. So, but once I get it, then as soon as I go in the house and I finish this live stream, I got an app, and I can control the temperature from the app in the house. Set my temperature, let it go. I got a little thermal probe, electronic thing I can stick in it. Again, I can check it from my phone and just let it do its thing. I ain't got to spritz it. I ain't got to spray it. I ain't got to do none of that. So I'm gonna let it burn off. Um, the stuff on the grill after cleaning the grill, let it get hot, burn off anything, any nasties, and we be ready to go. And you can see I'm all gone. Shoot, I might as well. And they using I got big things like big balls of you got moisture in there a little bit, and so it clumped up. So we'll just use the rest of this. Yeah, this will be good. That's all she wrote. That's empty. Put this back here. All this is going back in the house. And we're good to go. We are good to go. All right, who in the chat? What's up? What's up? Yeah. It's you know what? It's just the Masterbuilt. Then I got the one that I built, and then that's like a regular char grill that something that you could go pick up at Lowe's or Home Depot or something for $100. Um, I bought this one because I like the grill space. So, because a lot of times if I'm cooking in the smoker and you still want hot dogs or something on the grill, you still need a regular grill. So it's still something to be said, just dumping some charcoal in it, lighting it up, and frying burgers or chicken or something on it. I like smoked chicken. My wife doesn't like the smoky taste that much. So I always, and plus she don't eat red meat. So a lot of times she'll give me turkey burgers or veggie burgers or something like that I'll cook on the grill. Yeah, and she loves that stuff. So got to keep a regular old Target grill. I got one in the back. You can't see it. I got one of them, look like a little pot. One of them little $40 grills you can get from Walmart or something like that. I got all of them, and I want to get another one. So I want to get the upgraded version of the Masterbuilt, or I want to build another one. But I want to build another gravity fed one because they got some that look like a giant safe or something you see in the bank. Um, so because I know a couple years ago I did for a family member. Uh-oh. There we go. No sound? No sound at all? Any better? No? Nah, the mic died. Better? There we go. I took the mic off. Yeah, I took the mic off. So I think I have some stuff going on in the background. That's one of the things. That's why I think I'm gonna eventually get another phone. But I'm gonna keep this. I'm not gonna turn this in. I'm gonna keep this and use this one just to shoot video and stuff like that. Because when you got stuff running in the background, and just like, if somebody calls in or my phone rings or that alert goes off, it overrides and cancels everything. So it's just something you got to deal with. But I think I'm good, man. So back to life, back to reality. Yeah, man. So I'm about to get out of here. I'm good, man. Everything is everything. So my temperature is set. So I took you off my gimbal, so not to deal with that. So now, if I want to set this down, how are you going to see me? I don't know. I'm about to go old school. Hold on, because I got to put my pork butts on. So hold on. Let me see. Is this good? Can you see? Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. So there you go. That'll do. That'll do. Put that in the middle. Yeah, we'll do it like that. So. Yep. So put these butts on, and then I will end the stream, and then I will be back tonight for Thursday night football. That should be fun. For those of you all who missed, did y'all see my new wing animation? When I have my Eagles wings background, now I got it so the wings flap. So do like fly Eagles fly. So all right. I think we're gonna go high. These are gonna cook down pretty quick. Not quick, but significantly. And, yeah, there you have it. So yeah, that's it. We on and popping. Ooh, it's so hard to see out here. Y'all got it? See him? See him? So, let me do it like this. There we go. There we go. Now you got them. So they good. Close that bad boy up, and I'll see you in about 6 hours. That's how you do it. So, thank you with the wings, man. I thought about doing that for a while, and I just finally yesterday it popped in my head like, let me go ahead and animate this. So, all right, man. Do I think Edward Chamberlain says, do you think we clinch Saturday? I do. Washington is not a better team than us, and we've made that mistake enough this year where we get beat by bad teams by our mistakes. And I'm gonna trust that we're not gonna do that this weekend. So there is no reason that we should lose to Marcus Mariota and a Washington team that is decimated by injuries. Your starting quarterback is out. Your main receiver is not there. They got issues, and we are just getting it together and finding ourselves as an offense and finally figuring out what we should be doing. It was always there all along, but that's a whole nother conversation that we've been talking about all year. But seems like we got it. So I think we will clinch this weekend. So, yeah, Tech is annoying sometimes. Tech is definitely annoying sometimes, Panda. Kelly Greens are back. I like that. So, Tiffany, I appreciate that you liking I appreciate your appreciation for the background in the wings. Yeah, that was dope. I'm on some other stuff coming too. I'm always looking to do stuff like that. So, I am actively trying to my this year's Boost 2025's goal was to reach 10,000. Haven't quite gotten there yet. Heck, I'm still trying to get to 9,000. So 10,000 is still the goal, to reach 10,000 by the Super Bowl. It's going to take a lot of work, but I'm trying to put stuff together. So that's why I ask you guys all the time, if you guys see something on television or something that you'd be like, Coach, that would be cool if you could do that, let me know. That's how I get inspired. I will look at commercials. I will look at stingers, thumbnails, transitions, and I like stuff that I like. I'll record it. Sometimes I'll be looking at the television and I'll just record it with my phone. And I'll go back and look at it and I was like, I want to do something like that. And that's what I do. And the audience, y'all will tell me if it's dope or not. So that's what it is. So you don't have to go to Cattleman's in 6 hours just so I'm not jealous when the lid opens back up. Okay. Yeah. Spiraling football with the Eagles logo. I can do that. I'll mess around with that. All right, good one, schoolboy. I'll look into that. Doing something like that. I got a lot of stuff where I can like flip it like a coin, like it can spin in place. I got a whole bunch of stuff. My problem is I got squirrel's disease. Y'all ever see that? What's the movie? Was that Up? Where they rescued the dog and the dog was like, squirrel. So me, I have a problem with I have to write everything down that I want to do and like make a list. Like I need to do this first, then do this, because I will see cool stuff and I will go over here and forget about what I was working on. So I got to be very disciplined in that because I see a lot of ideas and sometimes I grab everything. So, but yeah, that's a good idea, man. I'm gonna check that out. So, yeah. All right, I'm gonna shut this down, get everything cleaned up, go in the house, make sure the wife might run out, get her something to eat or something like that. So, but man, how long? 50 minutes, man. That was a nice little podcast. And it ain't even lunchtime yet. I can't even say this is live at lunch. This was live at brunch. So, but yeah, I will be back tonight, doing a live cast of the game. So that should be fun. And yeah, and then we'll go from there, man. So I appreciate everybody jumping on the stream. I appreciate the super chat. Appreciate y'all's support. Send the link out to everybody so we can continue to grow. Got to get to 9,000 before I can get to 10,000, but we moving. So appreciate you, and I will see y'all later on tonight. All right? Go Birds.